What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be predicting the AFC playoff seedings. So if you've watched all my AFC division predictions, then you probably know that I'm gonna base it off of those, and it's kind of common sense who's gonna be 1 through 4. This honestly is probably easier. I think every team that I'm gonna mention, like, I really, really, really would not be surprised if I got all these right. But, like, not in the specific order, but, like, the teams making the playoffs, I think that I'll get those right. Um, and some of these teams you're probably going to disagree or agree with, but I think it's pretty predictable for the AFC. So if you're unaware, they recently added a 7th seed to the playoffs per conference. So now the AFC, the 2nd seed and the 7th seed will be playing each other in the wild card. I honestly do not think this is a good idea, but at the same time, I can't complain. More opportunities for teams that are emerging, that had a rough start to the season and are having a great end to the season. So at number 7, I have the New England Patriots. So I don't believe this team will win their division, and I believe the other wild card seeds will have better records than the New England Patriots. I think the Patriots will get 9 wins next season, so that'd be like 9-7. And with that record, the other 2 wild card spots probably will have a better record than them, just because I think the AFC is going to be a little more talented next season, and this obviously means that the Bills are going to win their division, and that's going to be later in the video. So without Tom Brady, with garbage QB, I do believe this team will not play as good as it has before, but at the same time, Bill Belichick's coaching it. They got a good defense, and that's it. So that's my number 7. So number 6, I have the Houston Texans. So I do not think the Texans are going to win their division, but I still believe that they're going to have a better record. I mean, a decent enough record to get that 6th seed. And they do play the Patriots at home next season, and I do think they're going to win that game, and that game's probably going to decide that playoff seeding. The Texans are a good team, but they did trade DeAndre Hopkins, and I do believe this team will be a little bit worse from they were last year, meaning they're not going to win a division. And I do believe that they're going to be good enough to make the playoffs, so good for them. So that's who I have in my 6th seed. So my 5th seed, and this is probably the most controversial pick. I do believe with a strong passion about this pick, though, that the Baltimore Ravens are going to get the 5th seed. So I do believe usually the 5th seed in any playoff division, any like conference like AFC, NFC, usually the 5th seed does have a really good record, and I do believe the Ravens are going to have a really good record, but I believe that their counterpart in their division, I bet you can already guess who it is. I believe that team is going to have a better record than them, and I'll explain why once I get there. So it's not that I bet Baltimore is going to have a better record than maybe the 3rd and the 4th seed, but they will not have a better record than their counterpart. So at number 4, this is where the division winners 1-4 start coming in. So the AFC West, AFC North, AFC South, AFC East. And at number 4, I have the Buffalo Bills. And I've already predicted them to get 10 wins. And I believe that this will be the least amount of wins from all the division winners. It's still going to be a good record, and they are going to beat the Patriots out for the division. But I believe all the other division winners are going to have a better record than the Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffalo Bills are Super Bowl material next season. I think they could have a better record than 10-6. Probably will, in my opinion. But at the same time, I looked at their schedule, and it's not easy. They do play the NFC West. They do play like Pittsburgh. They play the Titans. Those are not easy games. So, with that being said, I believe this team will be decent, could have a great playoff run, but will only get the 4 seed. So, at number 3, I have the Tennessee Titans playing, you already guessed it, the Houston Texans. So at number 3, I do have the Tennessee Titans. I do believe this team will be really good next season. I wouldn't be surprised if they got the 2nd seed, but the 3rd seed probably suits them. People don't believe in the hype, but look at what they did in the playoffs last season. They destroyed 2 of the superpowers of the league. Not even a competition. Could have been in the Super Bowl, but the Chiefs were just overpowering. So I do believe the Titans are going to have a really good run with Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry, AJ Brown. It's going to be a good team, and they probably will get a 3rd seed. And I'll make a prediction video about them later. So this leads me with 2 divisions left, the AFC West and the AFC North. And I bet you can already guess who's going to be where. At number 2, the controversy continues with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. So I do believe this team is Super Bowl material next season, and I think they're going to have at least 13 wins. And 13 wins is pretty common for a 2nd or 1st seed team. I believe this team. If you don't believe what I'm about to say, you can go click why Pittsburgh will win Super Bowl 55. It is a video that created. It's the video before this. Just click that if you don't believe the hype. You watch that, I'll explain everything. But it's just the fact that Ben Roethlisberger is back, TJ Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick. The defense is amazing. The offense is evolving. Eric Ebron, the wide receivers, Juju Deontay, James Washington. It's going to be a good team. I think they're going to outcompete Baltimore for their division with 13-3 record. So, obviously, we're at number 1, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to answer this question. Is without a doubt the easiest one in the league. The Kansas City Chiefs will be number 1. I would not be surprised if this team went 16-0 next season. And that is a little bit of an over-exaggeration. But when you look at their schedule, their hardest games are at Baltimore and at New Orleans, and that's it. They could win the rest of those games, go 14-2, 15-1, 16-0, either of those, and easily get that 1st seed. And they'd be the only team with a 1st-round bye. So there's no denying that. Easily they'll get that. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave what you believe down in the comment section. That's it. Adios.